Montana, the snap. He falls away. Hands off to Mark. No, it's a fake. He goes in the end zone. Touchdown! Joe Valerio, the tight end, wide open in the corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City on the touchdown pass by Joe Montana. From the Raider 15, first and 10. Joe back to pass. Looks left, practices out, does a line drive into the end zone. Caught! Touchdown! Oh, baby, what a play! Joe Montana, right on the money. Touchdown, Willie Davis. The Chiefs lead it 13-0. Gray gets the snap, spins, hands off, right side, run Marcus. He's going to go for the 5. He's running laterally. He breaks the tackle at the goal line. He's in for a touchdown.
Hey, how about that? One Joe to another Joe. Exactly, I'm going to guarantee you there is one offensive lineman that is never going to forget it. And, of course, we are talking about Joe Valerio.
It's first and goal for the Chiefs against the Raiders. And offensive lineman Joe Valerio is about to hit pay dirt.
Number 100, first and goal from the 1. It's a fake to Allen and a touchdown!
1 yard from one Joe to another. Joe Montana to Joe Valerio. Joe Valerio, that's right, Joe Valerio. From offensive lineman who gets little ink to offensive lineman who gets all the ink. A couple of hours after this third-year player scored his first NFL touchdown, he's the talk of the town. He does live TV.
The play, did it have a fancy name, first of all, and second of all, take us through it a little bit.
Well, I can remember that. Green right opposite, fake 16 George, you slam.
Don't say that again. Go ahead and take us through it.
And he does the interviews in the locker room, too.
Well, to tell you the truth, I saw Joe's eyes, and I saw those eyes get real big, and I figured when I saw him throw it, and I saw his eyes get real big, and I figured when that happened, I must have been wide open, because he seemed like he took his time, when he threw it, and I could see he was looking right at me, and he threw it, and I just, there was no way I was going to drop that ball.
I think the thing that solidified it for us was in practice the other day, we had a defensive back hanging all over Valerio, and he still made the catch. And so this was probably more difficult for him because there was nobody there.
Joe Valerio is one of those nicest guys you'll ever meet, literally. He was more excited than anyone back in April when he found out the Chiefs had acquired the top-rated quarterback of all time.
Do you remember watching him in the Super Bowl? Or?
Every year, he's a Paisan, and my whole family was cheering for him. He's from Pennsylvania, it's kind of had some ties there, but no, it was really fun watching him growing up.
Now, Little Joe and Big Joe have a lot more than being Italian in common. They're in the record books. After a moment in the end zone and the spotlight, Joe Valerio will never forget.
I'm going to have to make a trip to Canton in about 10 years now. When he's in there, I'm going to have to go up and see it and take a picture of it. But that was a real thrill. We worked on it all week. So
we've put other people there in the past and used them in that role, but he was the only guy we worked this week. And like I told you, maybe it was post-game. He made such a great catch in practice. It was a foregone conclusion we were going to have to do it. I mean, there was a defensive back hanging all over him, and he out-jumped this defensive back to make this catch in the end zone. I mean, it was the highlight of the practice.
No way I could drop. I got the ball, and that's going on the trophy case, so that was the thrill.
It's going in the trophy case, all right, and it's going in Joe Valerio's NFL Hall of Fame. This is Al Wallace for Chiefs Update.
Well, the thing about that is, he's getting it from a Hall of Fame quarterback.
Oh, and his name will be in the Hall of Fame, by the way, because they'll list, when Joe goes, they'll list everybody that Joe Montana goes. Not Joe Valerio at this point anyway, right? At this point, they'll list everybody that caught a pass from Joe Montana, and Joe Valerio's name will be in Canton in the Hall of Fame.